I made 1,000.
All week they've been cashing.
I have tripled my bankroll.
I feel like you print money over here.
You're the most consistent.
There ain't nobody that's spot on like you, man.
So far, it's been like around 75% hit rate.
You feeding families, man.
PrizePicks, man. He is the fucking man.
What's up, guys? It's B Wade. It feels like the layoff has been forever, but the World Series finally starts this Friday, October 25th, guys. We got the game that we wanted. We have the Yankees, the Dodgers, or should I say, the series that Major League Baseball wanted, right? Because this is definitely the series that's gonna bring in the money. They have their two superstars in Shohei and Judge, the two big money teams with the Yankees and the Dodgers, so they are happy. I'm happy because we continue to have baseball and we have some great players that I've found that we want to put in our slips, guys. So I have 5 different players I'm going to walk through with you. I put together a 3-man. I'll show you that. Those are my 3 favorite, but I have 2 more as well that I'm going to walk you through and kind of show you the data on those and let you decide how you want to put your entry together. Alright, so let's jump into it. I'm going to start with Anthony Rizzo, guys. He came back from missing some time due to injury. You see he came back right here, the 14th, and he's looked decent, right? He hasn't looked bad. He got 3 bases in this game, 2 in the other game, but what really I love about him here is how he hits Jack Flaherty. He is, 9 for 20 against Jack Flaherty with 3 home runs. So he's 9 for 20. Guys, that is really strong. I mean, you know what that is, right? He's batting .450 against him, and he has the most looks at him, right? Everyone else in this lineup is like 2 or 3 other than him and Grisham. And Grisham hits him well also. Grisham is 4 for 9 against him. But I love this, 9 for 20 with 3 home runs. Guys, I am putting him in, and I'm actually, as you can see here, I'm going over 1.5 bases with him. I think that he can either crank a double or get a couple singles off him, but I'm going to stretch this one. If you want to play it really safe, you can take him for over half a hit, which is probably going to be a little bit of a decreased payout. There we go. Yeah, so it's minus 137, so you'll probably have to take a bit of a decreased payout. It'll be like a green demon on PrizePicks or Underdog, which is what I use. It'll be like a 0.8 or a 0.9x. But I am going over 1.5. He is probably the guy that I expect to show up the biggest in Game 1 compared to what people are expecting from him, just because of how many times he's seen Jack Flaherty over the last year and how he's hit him. So that is my ace in the hole. Next, I'm going with Mookie. I'm going over 1.5 hits, runs, and RBIs for Mookie. He's hit that his last 3 games of the series against the Mets. He looked really good there. He had 3 games against, 2 against San Diego, and then the first one against the Mets where he went for 5 hits, runs, and RBIs. And he is 4 for 9 against Garrett Cole. Garrett Cole's a stud. There are not a lot of guys that hit him very well. But as you can see, Mookie, and then the next pick I'm going to give you is Kike Hernandez. And you can see right here why I went with him. Guys, I found over these playoffs that looking at the pitcher matchups and the recent trends has really been the best way to go about these. Especially, you don't want to look for a guy with 1 hit and 3 at bats and say he's 333, right? But a guy who batting .368 over 19 at bats, and the same way, I mean, Shohei's 4 for 20 against Garrett Cole, which I love Shohei, and I'm not saying he won't show up, but with where his lines are going to be priced, I don't want to take those lines, how high they're priced, with the fact that he's 4 for 20 against him. So, like I said, the next one I'm taking is Hernandez. Hernandez has played great all playoffs. He has, and I'm just taking him for over half a hit. So, we're getting that at a little bit of a decreased payout. You can see here it's minus 137, but he has gotten at least 1 hit in 6 of his last 8 games. And as we already went over, he's batting .368 and 19 at bats against him, which is a pretty substantial sample size here. On the flip side, you see like Teoscar Hernandez, batting 160 in 25 at bats. That's 4 hits. 4 hits in 25 at bats Teoscar Hernandez has. He can always flip it, right? Like, it's not saying he's not going to get a hit, but I'm going to go with the numbers, and I like what they're saying for Hernandez. So that is the 3-man that I'm putting in, and I'll show you that in a second. I put it in on Underdog because Underdog gives me the most options to strategically like put together my slips. Underdog is my favorite platform out there right now. And then the 2 extras that I really like, I love Edman, just because you're getting plus 120, so you're going to get an elevated payout when you take this. And he's gone over it 6 games in a row. Now he's 0 for 5 against Garrett Cole. Where is he? Here he is. 0 for 5. 0 for 5 is a small enough sample size that it doesn't shake me off him. It's only 5 at bats. But the fact that he's just been hitting great in the last 6 games. You look at it here, before those 6, I wouldn't even call it a slump, it's just normal. But yeah, he finished hot. And I mean, that last game against the Mets, he fucking blew up. So I really like him, and especially, like I said, where he's priced, you're getting plus 120 at over 1.5 hits, runs, and RBIs. And then Shohei for a walk. He's walked in 6 games in a row. He's seeing, I mean, he knows he's a smart player, and he knows how much being at the front of that lineup, when with all those hitters behind him, all he has to do is get on base. Now, sometimes he has to hit a bomb, and he shows up and does that too, but if he can just get on base with Mookie behind him, with Freddie Freeman behind him, with Hernandez behind him, they can knock him in. He just needs to get on base. He's smart. He sees the ball well. And he's walked the last 6 games in a row. This being the World Series, I think he's probably going to be able to draw another walk in this one. So I like that pick as well. Now, like I said, I put this in on Underdog. They're going to double your first deposit when you use code BWADE. That is absolutely free money. All you have to do, put in the code. They're going to give you a free pick as well. As soon as you use that code, they'll give you a free pick for your first entry. They'll double your first deposit. And Underdog is my favorite platform out there right now, so I would advise getting on there if you're not already. This is what our entry looks like. We're getting 6.5x on this because we are getting an increased payout for taking 1.5 total bases on Rizzo. Now, these two are a bit decreased, but because Rizzo was such an increased payout, we still ended up at 6.52x. I love this card right here. Rizzo over 1.5 total bases, Mookie Betts over 1.5 hits, runs, and RBIs, and Kike Hernandez over half a base, guys. Lock that in. And then if you're not on Dabble yet, make sure to sign up and use code BWADEPicks, and they're just going to put $25 in your account. That's free money. You don't have to do anything for it. You don't even have to make a deposit. You just download the app, use the code, and they will put the money in your account. I've also put a link for Dabble down in my description below, so you can go down there and just click on that link, and it'll ensure that you get $25 when you sign up. I also put a link down there for Underdog. Now, we're coming into the NBA season, guys, and I just want to show you real quick before I sign off my favorite tool for making money during the NBA season. So, Daily Grind Fantasy, guys. Because the NBA season, because there's so many different data points and there's a lot of variance, it's real easy to take advantage of the different apps and how they have players priced. And Daily Grind takes millions of data points, it aggregates it using AI, and it tells you the best ones to take on each app. So for example, you would want to take Taylor Hendricks over 6 rebounds and assists on Dabble, because everywhere else he's priced at 6.5, and he's priced at even money, or even a little more expensive than even money on DraftKings, minus 135. So you're getting 6 for the push, and then you go over that, and obviously you win. Now, Dylan Gabriel, you can fade his pass touchdowns at 2.5. FanDuel has that at minus 166, but you can get it for even money on Dabble, guys. Using this tool, everything in green is plus money, right? That's a lot of plus EV picks. I literally come on here every day, and just throughout the day, I'll pull it up, and I'll put in 3 or 4 men entries, throw $5 on them, and I'll do it every day. And I profit probably 30 to 40 units a week just by doing that. Obviously, they don't all hit, right? But with plus EV, with plus expected value betting, The idea is over time you win more than you lose because it is plus expected value. And so when you use a tool like this, you can just create a side income for yourself without having to do any research. You just pull it up, and they have it for all the apps: PrizePicks, Dabble, Underdog. You come over to PrizePicks and it's the same thing. Now PrizePicks has they have esports as well, so you're going to see some esports mixed in. But for example, going under on his rushing and receiving touchdowns, they have it priced at minus 183 on whatever the hell this app is, and you can get it on PrizePicks at even money. So if you guys don't have this yet and you like betting on sports a lot, I would 100% advise that you check it out. Now when you use code BWADE, they're going to take 25% off for you. So go check that out. If nothing else, just poke around in there, do some research, and you will find that Daily Grind is one of the best tools that you can use in sports betting. Guys, I appreciate y'all watching the video. If you appreciated the content, the picks I gave you, I'm just going to ask that you like and subscribe. Takes 2 seconds, but it really does. It means a lot to me, and it helps me out a ton as well. This is a new channel for me. I'm trying to grow it, and so you guys just taking the 2 seconds to press like, throw a comment down there, let me know if you're tailing, let me know if you have any questions, whatever. I respond to every comment, and I really appreciate you guys taking the time to watch this and taking the time to press like and then subscribe. Appreciate you guys. Let's make some money.